Hello everyone and thanks for hanging out with me. Happy day for me. Today I finally ordered the Volkswagen ID.3 First Edition Plus. I want to tell you everything that happened, all the options, everything that I found out, and then we go to the configurator, because now on the website of Volkswagen you can configure the ID.3 First. So I made the appointment for today when we found out when ordering can start, and this was today. And yesterday the dealer wrote me and said that only a few Volkswagen dealers in Germany got a special software to configure the ID.3 First, but they told him that he can configure it with the normal configurator like he can do with the other cars. But he said he's not sure if this will all work today. And today, this morning, then we talked, and he said, okay, now it works, you can come by. And then I left work and went there. The whole thing took 80 minutes, amazingly long, and I had to wait a lot because he had to find out a few things that he didn't know. And especially for me was I wanted to do leasing, and they said First Mover Club, when you do leasing you get the first 3 months the rates for free. So when you do 3 years, for example, 36 months, you only pay 33. And I wanted to know, is there a limit on it? Because I configured a different Golf, for example, on the last live stream on Sunday, and you can configure it that you only do leasing for a year but drive 40,000 kilometers or something, and then the leasing rate is 1,200 euros or something. And will they still pay the first 3 rates? That 3,600 euros would be a lot. But he looked around, called, and whatever, another guy called, and then he saw it in the small print in his computer. Yes, they pay for the first 3 months. And I also found out, but a few things that I say today is from the dealer, and the dealer is not always the best source for news that we found out in the last year. Sometimes they don't know. And what he said is that if you buy the car, so you don't do leasing, and you're in the First Mover Club, you get winter tires for free. And I already read it in the Facebook group that a few other people heard that. I don't know if this is just Germany or if this is all over Europe. Every country could be different, I don't know. So I talk about the stuff that I know. And the winter tires would be 18-inch something, but alloy wheels, I think. Who knows? Maybe you can choose 19-inch and 20-inch too, but then they're amazingly cheap. It doesn't matter. Let's go through the thing. So I was there and I wanted to know, can I still change my pre-booking? Because in last September I chose the Plus version in white and with white steering wheel and gray interior, platinum gray, I think. And today he could tell me, you can see in the software, and he said yes, there are still white max versions available. And he told me what it cost. It would cost 55 euros more a month. That's not a lot, that's true. And I thought about it. What do I want? And yes, there are a few things in the Max I couldn't care less about. Electric seats are okay, but I don't need it. Massage I don't need. The panoramic roof I don't need. Travel assist, okay. But the heat pump would have been amazing, and the head-up display would have been great. And I thought, is this worth 4,000 euros more, or then 55 euros more over 33 months, because I did 36 month leasing. And my biggest deal breaker was the 20-inch wheels. First of all, they're less comfortable. I don't like the rims of the Max. And also then if I need new tires, that's more expensive and less comfortable, like I just said. So I said no, I'm sticking with my Plus. And he sent me the number, so it's the normal incentives from the car manufacturer in Germany, which is 3,750 euros. So the Plus would cost 42,295. Oh god, I forgot. We'll see it in the configurator. Sorry, around this. And then I I thought about how many kilometers, and I choose 22,500 because in the first year I'm pretty sure I will drive more, but in the second and especially in the third, I won't drive that much more. And usually right now I drive with work and a few trips. I drive 15,000 euros, so 7,000 euros kilometers, so 7.5, so 50% more. I think in the first year, yes, and maybe in the second, but overall over the 3 years that should be enough. And then the thing was, how much do I pay in front? You don't have to pay anything, but a lot of people do the incentives for Germany, which is 6,000 euros. So when I get the car, I send a paper of buying the car, and then that it's registered, send it to the government agency, and then they give me 6,100 euros, 6,000 for the car and 100 euros if you get a car that has the FES in it. I didn't know that since a few days that I found that out, and normally people put this as their upfront payment. I could pay more. I have more on the side that I could pay more, and then of course the leasing rate would be very low. So if I put down 16,000 euros, leasing rate would have been 167 euros for 36 months. But because of First Movers Club, first 3 months would be for free, and I calculated how much that would be over the 3 years. So average a month, and with the stuff I paid before, and then what I pay leasing rate. And then I did the same thing with only the 6,000 euros, so the incentives up front, and then because then the leasing rate is 457 euros a month, and I calculated, and it's cheaper to do that. And I didn't want to do it would even be cheaper to not pay anything in front. Then it's 670 euros or something, and it would be less over the 3 years, but 670 euros a month seemed too much for me every month, and a bit risky, and I said no. So I decided for the middle ground. And he also told me, so how Volkswagen Leasing works, you cannot stop in between. So after a year, if I say I don't like the car, I want to move to a different car, can't do that. And I cannot prolong, so continue afterwards. So after the 3 years, I cannot say I want to keep on leasing for another 2 years. Also not possible. What I can do is I can buy the car at the end, or I just give it back. Volkswagen will then look at the car and test everything and say it's worth this amount, and it's just the amount that we thought it would be, so it's fine. Those are the things. There was something extra with the leasing that you can do, and it was a service package, and there were 3, and we will see that when we do the configurator. 1 was just inspections, 2 was inspections and stuff that needs to be fixed, so something like brakes or something. And the 3rd was even with tires. And with the first 3 years, I talked to the dealer. Even the smallest package would have, so only for service, and the ID.3 needs service after 2 years, and then after that every year. So I would need 2 services, and then we calculated it would have been 800 euros for the 3 years. So I don't know, was it 20 euros a month or something? I can't remember. And then I asked him, will the service cost of those 2 inspections be 800 euros? And he says no. So I didn't do that. Then the other thing was insurance. You can have insurance that if you lose your job, or if you can't work because you're sick. And it was a bit too expensive for me, and I'm not the biggest guy when it comes to insurance, because when I had my own business a few years back, and I insured everything, and then then I needed the insurance once, and I didn't pay because of a technicality, and then I was like, I'm not paying for insurance, they don't pay anyways. So I'm not a friend of insurance. Health insurance, yes, and car insurance that you need, but then that's it. And they also will have insurance package for the ID.3, and they give 25%, I think, deduction on their rate or something, but it's not right now. They don't know the numbers yet. What I've seen is, for example, when you do leasing on the new Golf 8, the interest rate is 2%. On the ID.3 it's 3%, because the Golf doesn't sell that well. And also on the Golf, when you do leasing, when you get the insurance, it's for free. With the ID.3 it's not. That was interesting. So I went through all the papers. I even got a form with the ID.3 pre-booking, so with the First Mover Club, where it says particularly what you sign, that you're okay, that when you get the car, it said estimated September. When you get the car in September, that there will functions will be missing. And because I had the Plus, it doesn't, it says nothing about a head-up display, but it says about App Connect, and it says your car can play Bluetooth from your car, from your phone, and it connect to your phone, and the whole connection to the car works, just not Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and even wireless Apple CarPlay, and the other thing, there was one less with M, I forgot, doesn't matter, MirrorLink, yeah, it was that. And it said that the latest this will come in the first quarter of 2021. The first quarter is up to March. I hope it will not take that long, and for that you have to go to a dealership, and then this will all be installed, and then your over-the-air updates and everything is working. And as a thank you, you get what I just said with the leasing, with three months 3 months for free. And that was a good deal, and I liked it. Overall, the call is not cheap, that's for sure. That's why I didn't went for the Max. It was still too expensive for me. But this, I'm okay with that. I don't pay anything up front, and I pay my monthly thing for 3 years, and then after 3 years, who knows what will come next? Another ID.3, maybe an all-wheel drive or a different car. But just for those 3 years, and with the kilometers, I'm okay too. Very happy. He printed half a book, and I had to sign so many things. What he couldn't confirm is that the number is limited. So Volkswagen told me that the First Mover Club is limited to 15,000 cars. And he had no idea about that, but it makes sense that they're building the cars. So far, somewhere it was stated that 10,000 cars have been built, and they're building another 5,000 to September, and then it's delivery for the first 15,000, and then the not first mover pre-bookers get their car in November, December or something, and then they have, of course, the full functionality, but they have to wait longer. On the Facebook group, I also have seen that Norway, which I'm surprised, should get the car in the end of September, not in the beginning of September. So now let's go through the configurator. Now when you go to the Volkswagen site, I do it here in the German because then it's numbers, euros, where I can understand what they want from me. You just click on it, and this wasn't available yesterday. And then what you get is up here, your First, Plus and Max. The whole line thing is now gone. When I pre-booked the car, so when I choose which version I want in September, it's not Plus and Max anymore. It's line 1, line 2, line 3. They ditched this. So as you can see, the numbers that Volkswagen always said, it's just 5 euros underneath. And 5 euros under that. And they already stated in the beginning that this is still 19% VAT, and Germany has from, I think from now on or next week on, 16% VAT till the end of the year. So if you buy the car, you get it then for cheaper. And so you decide which car, and like I said, I chose the Plus. Does this not work? Yes, it does. And then you go to configure, and then you configure, of course, your engine, which is of course only one available thing, and as you can see, it's still the normal thing, 204 horsepower. That's their VLTP consumption. Then color, you still have the 4 colors, and no color costs anything, and I chose white. Then interior, only for the Plus you have 3 different interiors. For the First you have only 1 interior, and for the Max, another reason I didn't want an all black interior for the Max. I want the white steering wheel. I just like that. I don't know why. I know that it will have a lot of problems, but I liked it. And then this is also, tires are just there. It's just the the bonus, and then you can see it. This is your price, this is the incentives from the car manufacturer, so this is your price. And then you can go to this window which shows you leasing, and right now there's no financing in Germany, it's only leasing. And here is the thing, what I said with the inspection. This is inspection plus, and this is even with tires. But it's like you see, it's 50 euros more a month just for this. No, it's even more. It's 360 to 430. How much is that? Help me. 70. 70 euros more. And this charge and fuel card, oh, I thought it's We Charge, but now they call it charge and fuel card. So this is the one where you can charge for free in the first year and stuff. But so I say no. Then you can choose between 24 month and 48. That's different because in the Golf 8 you can do 12 and up. So I did 36, and then you say the kilometers, it goes from 10,000 to 30,700. I did this, and I said 6,000 euros up front, and that's my 557. And look at that, it's really the 3%. I'm very surprised that they didn't get lower with that. But you can of course choose differently. You can do 24 and you don't drive that much, only 15. And when I pay nothing with the same thing, it's then 631. Like I said, you don't pay the first 3 months and then it's cheaper. And if I would have done my normal, 16, it's interesting that 1600, 500 is the max that you can do. Would have only been 167. That sounds nice. And now on my registration page, what does it say? It's only 1 step away, not the 2 steps that it always was, but it doesn't say anything that I've ordered the car. It just says this. But that's it. I hope you also went to order the ID.3 and then we can have a little meetup. That would be fun. I still think it's a great car. It's not the cheapest car, but I think you get good stuff for your money. For me, it's the best middle ground. And it's a very interesting thing, and I'm just very happy about it. And it's only, what week do we have? We are in week 25 and it will come in week 37. That's 12 weeks. We can do that. Yay! So thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.